Hi, welcome to Aliens Colonial Marines Chapter 2. This one is called Battle for the Sulaco. We start off and the dropship has just come in. Some privateers have turned up and they're shooting at the dropship, and the dropship is freaking out. So, it shoots back, and just as I go back to look at the action, the blast door shut, so I miss that. A couple of dudes rush through here, so shoot them. I played this through on Hardened, level 3 out of 4 the first time when I was looking for all the trinkets and stuff. But I'm just blasting through this one casual, so you get an idea of what's going on. I figured there would be less chance of me dying, because really the editing and associated nonsense with dying is no fun whatsoever. As it was, I managed to die a couple of times anyway, but I'll point those out. Anyway, coming in here, there's 5 or 6 of these guys who are shooting back at you, and these guys, the problem is they are super easy to flank, but once you flank them, your buddy comes around and joins you, kind of ruining the entire point of the flank, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, that's the buddy down there. I got a bit confused. Now shooting him, there we go, pootling on through. I got a bit lost here and got distracted looking for stuff. And then picked up loot, and finally O'Neill. I'm going to call him Edward because he's after Bella. Ugh. Bella! You know the moment he said that they had a relationship, she was in trouble, and we'll see more of that later. There she is now, wittering on.
Alright, stand fast, kid. We're coming to get you.
The troops are Weyland PMCs. Those are guns for hire.
Those are guns for hire, man.
It means forget the rules of engagement.
Forget the rules of engagement. Anyway, Bella has been got by a facehugger, but she's going to be fine, really. As if we didn't know otherwise. I mean, even with the best will in the world, we knew she was going to be in trouble. But there we are. Anyway, through here, down here, and there's a door there, through there. That guy takes a whole load of ammo from me, but he's basically invincible. And then there's a lot of faffing while O'Neill, Edward, goes up to the console, and basically you now get a chance to ride the power loader.
What do you want to do?
Let's sped the power loader up because it's just basically walking down here and pulling the trigger to open the door. I'm hoping there's going to be more with the power loader later, if I can be bothered to play that far. Anyway, with the door open, we are one step closer to reunite the vampire love of Edward and Bella. There's a bunch of egg sacs here, and there's actually an egg facehugger kicking around somewhere, but I think I just run past him at the end. Maybe he turns up and I shoot him, I forget. But as long as you shoot the eggs in time, you're generally in pretty good shape, as long as you don't just rush in like a lunatic like I did every time. There was one there. Anyway, pushing on through here. There we go. Opening the door, cutting it open, and then down here is another door to open, and now we're into another major egg sac area. Edward got the one behind me, but I missed one. Oh no, I got one there. I think it's through here. I'm shooting eggs and one jumps me. You see it flying towards me in a second. There! But it's just a quick time event, so you mash the X button and chuck it off. It's not too difficult to deal with. I don't really think you even lose much health. You might lose a little bit of armour, and then I got done by another one. But you can just spot them and shoot them, and actually the laser sight on the pulse rifle isn't too bad at all. It gives you a pretty good aim. But then plonking on down here, we are now at Bella, and Edward and Bella have a happy reunition. Reunition? I think I just made that word up, but I'm rolling with it.
Are you sure you're okay?
I pulled it off when I woke up, so nothing's gonna happen. Just need to see some familiar faces.
Likewise. Forest under attack, and we're on our way down to shut down the weapons.
Oh dear, Bella woke up and it was dead, so she thinks she'll probably be okay. Silly Bella. Anyway, rootling on down here, there's another door to cut open, so... And because I ran ahead a bit, the radio chatter got confused, so I had Edward and Bella chattering on about God knows what, and the dude on the Sulaco, which is over there. Not the Sulaco, the other one. The one that we've come from. Which is under fire from the Sulaco. Sephora. There we go. Yeah, so just kind of their radio chatter got all mixed up and it sounded very confusing. But we progressed down here, and there's a bit of a firefight with some more PMCs, private military contractors. who don't put up too much resistance. There's kind of a mini boss as well who have the wavy guns. The wavy guns? What am I trying to say here? With the Steadicam guns, the ones that are on their hips. And he'll be coming through the blast door at the end in a minute after I've... Here he is. He can take a few grenades to the face, even on casual. But shoot him in the legs, and he will kind of stumble, which at least stops him shooting back. And because he's got the wavy gun...
Warren's firing at us now!
Probably trying to disable the weapons. Right, what is happening?
The guns aren't that accurate! We're killing our own Marines out there!
Yes, we are.
I think that was Bishop over the radio there. Yes, we are. Very emotionless. Anyway, through here, and this guy, the first time I saw him, he just stood there looking back at me and did nothing until I opened fire. And then as soon as you do open fire, all these other guys will fire out. But dealing with them isn't too hard. Grenade will do them. The explosions in this are honestly kind of lame. It's a bit... They're just a bit underwhelming. Like, okay, fine, the explosion radius of this thing isn't big, I can deal with that, but at least make it look cool. It just looks like a little orange hemisphere, flattened hemisphere, like half a minstrel. Do you know what minstrels are? They're those delicious chocolate treats. Anyway, back through here and into the elevator, and I'm impressed to see, well, I don't know if impressed is the right word, but curious to see that they've bothered to go to the effort of you entering a different code for each keypad, but then they've missed a bunch of really other obvious stuff. Anyway, through here I went in, I had a bit of a mad rush up here and died there, and the death scenes are kind of fun, but then came back and took it a little smoother. So then, yeah, just there's what, 4 or 5 guys there, then you head around this corner here. This is where I died before. I just kind of ran up to the door and started shooting, and then one came on my side, which was a bit bolshy and foolish. But now they're all dealt with, so it's just a question of looting stuff and then carrying on down some corridors to the next door. There's one guy in here who's kind of an idiot. He's just standing there with his back. This guy's funny. I shot him and then decided I'd leave him alone. So I've shot him, he's ignoring me, and Bella runs around behind him and shoots him from that side. Like, the AI is... it's not smart, it has to be said. That guy took a rocket to the face, grenade to the face, arrow to the knee, I don't know, not an arrow to the knee, grenade to the face. And then through here, this is the first sort of challenging route that I found last time, just because you've got guys on different levels. And there's actually a dog tag here as well, just on the right, or just through the stairs on the way. But this one's relatively easy. Once you've taken the guys out in there, you can just run up and flank them, and they'll continue to poke out of the window at their friends. Then a few more come down. Maybe you can shoot them like fish in a barrel down that corridor, and then you'll get 2 or 3 up on the left there. But I was reloading, so a grenade makes short work with one. And I think then shoot the other. Then 3 more come out of this corridor here. Again, I should have grenaded them, that would be sweet, but I wanted to see what that dude did. And the answer is he actually shot back at me that time, so, okay. Score 1 for the AI. I don't know if that's really a 1 score, they're supposed to shoot at me. But anyway, more corridors, then more shooting, trying to find the guy who's there. There's 2 of them. There we go. And it's quite dark, it's quite fun. Bits and pieces to pick up there, some ammo and a bit of thing. There's body armor everywhere in this game, like literally after every encounter, even on, or perhaps especially on hardened. You just get body armor through the jacksie. This guy, so we've all run in. He's oblivious. Look at him. He's playing with his console. And now they shoot. But he has, I don't know, he's done something with some computer console that you've got to go and interact with to open that door there. And this I thought was like a giant space Ferris wheel. I quite like that. It's some other beam or branch or something of the Saphira, whatever it is. Anyway, through here, thump him in the face. There's another guy coming around the corner in a second there. And then it's time to go one-on-one with a heavy, but the heavy wouldn't be able to hit the side of a barn the way he's shooting. Like, I'm standing there. Mind you, my gun's not much better, to be fair, at this range. Short bursts it's supposed to be, but you can see very few crosses coming up. Anyway, I go down there thinking I've killed him, but I haven't. So I put a grenade in him, but miss almost suppose, try to put a grenade in, but miss, and then there we go, that one hits him and jibs him quite nicely. There's one guy left there, but my team run in front of my gun, so I let them deal with him. Anyway, through here, more corridors to run down. I don't know what I was doing here, faffing. So I've sped that up, sorry. And then another elevator. Up to, I think, we're on to the final room now.
Shoot every last one of them.
Very nearly. There's one guy in here who gets missed with a grenade. There he is. Some bits and pieces there. Body armor, more body armor. Oh, this room, yeah. There's on hardened, there's a heavy in there too. But regardless, a grenade softens everyone up.
Shooting those won't do any good! Get around behind them and shut them down!
There we go, so they got auto turrets which you need to flank. There's a couple of guys guarding that one, but nothing too terrifying. So deal with them and then get behind this auto turret here and switch it off, and then there's another one up this way, and I thought I'd go for a cunning flank on the right while the other guys went left, but no such luck. They basically just ended up following me as soon as I switched that turret off. So there it is up there, you can see it shooting. So around to the right here, shoot, shoot, shoot. Up here I thought I'd just make a mad dash for it, but that was clearly the wrong move. There's a couple of guys mugginsing around in the pit there, but I thought I'd charge for it there and it just starts shooting pretty aggressively, so I nearly died and took some cover. And then I turn around and see someone running off into that room on the right, and I'm like, oh god, it's a bad guy. Turns out to be Bella, but she's come back to be reunited with Edward. So I run around this way, there's no one in here, and head into there to disable that turret, and then a few guys turn up. So deal with them one by one. There's one of them. And then hide in the corner for a bit while health recharges. Mad dash for the health pack. Kill that guy, and I think that's the last one. So it's just up and over here for the final cutscene. I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.
You're too late, son.
Sir, what the hell are you talking about? We're here.
Sulaco Actual, Mayday, Mayday. The reactor is critical. There's nothing... I'm sorry, sir, but we can... All hands, this is Sulaco Actual. All hands brace for impact. It's been an honor serving with you. Godspeed.